Dr. Gyani, my other colleague panelist, and people across with whom I am interacting. I had some 8-9 slides, but I thought many times technology failed, and we will speak without it rather than changing and etc. time, etc. wasted. When we talk of an accreditation, it is something which I recollect 20 years back. I did first conference on TQM and accreditation of the hospital. The proceeding which I shared with Dr. Gyani. Ministry of Health said, yes, we should do it, but nothing happened. Till Dr. Gyani came into the scene, and it is crystallized and started happening. But a small step has been taken, but now also, it is only 59 hospitals which are accredited. I saw the website yesterday, and 395 have applied for it. A beginning has been made. It is not that much has been done, but beginning has been made, and it is spreading like anything. Something which cost somebody, Dr. Gyani was sharing it. One corporate hospital, they told me not to quote their name because they were not published it, they want to publish it, has worked on that, on the quality initiative, the total 1.89% budget they spent, including the salary of the people. And they're benefited by something like 12 to 13% in last 5 years. They are all accredited hospitals. I hope they publish that study soon. When we talk of an accreditation, we may feel the doctors are the one learned it from the manufacturing and service industry. There are a quality initiative 1902 to 1990, right from various scientists, Juaran, and every other person which came up. I followed all that. But you might be surprised. It was the Dr. Donovan who started in 1955. He got from Harvard a public health degree after his MBBS. He wrote an article in 1966, and after that he had written 16 books and 106 articles, and I have read most of them. Evaluation quality of medical care, that was his subject. And input, process, output is his work. It is quoted. And we doctors somehow are left behind. We thought it is the manufacturing people and service people, and now circle is turning that we should learn something from the past and start doing it. In 1980, he spoke about efficacy, efficiency, optimistic, and adaptability, legitimacy, equality, and cost. And he talked about quality at affordable cost. That is what the Toyota production system is talking, and lean theory of quality is talking about it. However, Lancet is very recently, in the last one, Dr. Shiv Kumar published a paper. It says how much percentage person is spending in the private health sector, government health sector, and many times you say private sector 80% being spent. 98% of prevention and promotive aspect is being done by government. In OPD, 80% by the private sector. In an inpatient, it is 50-50%. So many myths also are shedding away. You cannot say the private is good or government is bad, which have been listening in the morning and I was debating it. Both sectors are needed. Both are doing their own. Both are important. There is a government hospital which is accredited. That means it is as good like any other private hospital as far as the clinical protocols are concerned. They may not be giving a 5-star kind of a treatment. When we see the journey of accreditation, I'll not take more than 8-9 minutes as told by chairperson. The total quality management, various scientists came. And when they came to all that, there was so much of a confusion of the quality, and that is what the ISO was born. And when ISO was born, there was nothing, standardization of the quality initiative. That was the first thing when ISO thought of. I, in fact, interacted with Dr. Gyani. There are many hospitals which have nothing else to do. They went for ISO certification. Even now, NRHM is taken one district hospital minimum, and there are 26 states for and spending a lot of money for ISO certification just to start a beginning. Automobiles have brought a ISO certification separate for automobiles. We are also in dialogue. I myself have talked to CIA and Dr. Gyani. We might bring ISO exclusively for health sector, so that journalist models are not applicable in health sector. Then the accreditation was born. NABH came much later. JACO was the first one in US. After that, the JCI and NABH, and a beginning has been made. What is beyond accreditation? I am accredited hospital. What do I do next? So there are business excellence model like Deming, which is in Japan, though everything Deming did in US was not recognized, it was recognized in the Japan. In fact, US was one of the best indicator of the quality, and Japan was the worst. And you would find one movie where Raj Kapoor says, "Mera juta hai Japani hai shoe, torn shoe." That was a quality indicator. And Japan has surpassed US. He has adopted what Deming has said, instituted a Deming Award, but that's more for stable economies. Malcolm Baldrige was a journalist model. Subsequently, it has gone for health model, and President of US gives Malcolm Baldrige Award every year, and health sector, number of people who are applying it. And one of those, anybody in India, like Jamna Bajaj Award, is also based on Malcolm Baldrige Award. CII has got EFQM model as the Exim Bank Award, European Foundation Quality Model. It is journalist model. Many hospitals told us, we require something in the health sector. In December, EFQM for health sector has already been launched, which myself and one more person, who is engineer, has worked on it for 2 years by the health minister, and in 2011, one can adopt EFQM Business Excellence Award for health sector exclusively, which we have brought it. Subsequently, Six Sigma came up, lots of mathematical calculation. In fact, I became a doctor because my mathematics was very poor, to be very frank. And so, subsequently, Toyota started, cut down the cost, improve the quality. And that is what the lean theory of quality was born. And we are working on that. We have done with the QCI, couple of workshops in regional in India, and lots of excitement, and we are taking that initiative forward. We have shown that 18 to 20% cost can be reduced if we adopt the lean theory of quality at the inception level, at the drawing board before we take the hospital bricks. Operation cost by 18 to 20% can be reduced for intra-department relationship, etc., if that's been planned. In operation and process itself, certain costs can also be reduced if we adopt it. And in NHS, there are organizations with whom I am working have reduced 18% costs in 13 hospitals, 2 more are taken. 90 hospitals in US, which have been already private hospitals. I am looking after the Asia, so Singh Health is the one which I am taking care of, and a couple of hospitals are doing it. After that, the combination of Lean Six Sigma had come up, and now there's excitement which Dr. Dharmendra has said, benchmarking. European Union people are coming, and we are having a dialogue in month of February, and we will discuss. European Union want a global benchmarking, and I'm sure some of our Indian hospitals can compete. That this is what it is. It is something like Sweden. When I went and saw Jönköping County, a district hospital 10 years, how they've improved the quality and cut down the cost. That's the benchmarking they've done as far as that county or a district hospital is concerned. So these people are also from the Scandinavian countries, and European Union funding projects, they want to do it, and maybe some of our hospitals may be interested to do it. The evolution of the quality concept, which came up, was through inspection. That's why ladies are the best quality conscious when they buy sari. And that's why first speaker have been to be a lady. That how to, then came the quality control, quality assurance, and now people are talking of strategic quality management, which is based on those 8 universal principles, and a customer or the patient is the prime as far as the health sector is concerned. And she also spoke about Carnot's model, patient delight. What is your delight of today will become routine tomorrow. When I first got a mobile in India, which I was using when I was the Deputy Chief Medical Officer of United Nations, it was different. When I saw, oh, in India, I've got a mobile, it was delight for me. Today is no delight. My plumber says, "Saab, mere mobile pe phone kar dena." It is a routine. So what health is offering you today as a delight will become routine tomorrow, and you have to upgrade. What I'm trying to say, continuous quality improvement and upgradation would be needed. And for that, for such transparency and huge data which will be churning, I would be needing IT backbone. And that's why in the morning when I said that we had presented to the minister and everyone national health portal, everybody agreed that 30 days it will take in. It has taken 9 months, nothing much has happened. After all the bureaucrat and the minister and has said that it will happen in that presentation. Challenge of the health organization would be improving quality, reducing the cost. I quite often interact with Dr. Dharmendra, who is next door in a hospital to us where I stay. And he was very rightly in one discussion says, what is the cost? The cost is what market drives. So if market drives 1 lakh rupees as an open heart, it becomes a cost. Scientifically, how much percentage are you getting it, etc., is not being worked. In fact, Mahajan was talking about modular concept of the hospital. I was with Dr. Devi Shetty a week back. He wants to bring one hospital in next 6 months through L&T. And by simple logic of prefab structure, he says, my pilot success, I'll have such 50 hospitals in India, which are low cost, air conditioning only in operation theater. We'll have different kind of a thing like you know already that say a similar kind of architecture could be available. So waiting time reduction and person to be happy. Are we prepared for such change? That will only happen if society will force it on the hospital, as you are doing it for the government hospital. Private hospital per se have to be competitive, if not today, tomorrow. And hospital is nothing but network of process of the department. And that is what the process management can be done, improvement by quality, cutting down the cost by these modern theory. So our future vision would be healthcare that is safe, effective, patient-centered, timely, efficiently, at the cost we can afford. Thank you.